Hi guys, how are you? Our topic for today is about Python programming. So we'll create a program that will generate a password. Generate a password in Python. So what is the module that will be applied here? So we'll be using the random module. This is quite simple. We just create a simple code here and combine different characters with special characters to create our own password. Okay, we'll start the program. Let's just say import that random. So this is now, of course, the first module. This is the module to be used in the entire program of our topic. So import random, and of course, what's next is, of course, we will declare a variable that will define the small characters and the big characters. Okay, so let us say small char equals to, then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. We'll combine the big letters to small letters, and this time we'll use the big char. Okay. So we have here A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And this time we'll also augment the special characters. Let's say special char. Then we'll put a special character here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you have here the comma, greater than symbol. And then this is for the encryption. Okay. So we have here the special character. What's next is to define the length of the character that will be displayed in our password. So let us define the length of data of char. Let's say we have 8. And then we will again declare a variable here so that we can call this random module. And of course, join it with a string. And at the same time, this will be rumbled in the main statement of our program. So what is that variable? Let us say result1 equals to, let's say we have here the join command. The purpose of join command is to join the character in mixing of these characters in a statement. Okay, double quotation, point join, and we have here, let us call now this module random. Let's call the method of random, and we're calling the simple. Simple has two options here, has two parameters. We have here, of course, the words, and we have here the length of the data. Okay, so let us use this. So we have here, let's say, random sample equals to random.sample equals to, okay, I think we have an error here. I forgot to concatenate these three data here, the small character, big character, special character. This is quite important. I'm sorry. So we'll put here result 0 equals to, let's say we have here the open parenthesis, small, let us concatenate first, char plus big char plus special char or special character. So the option here, of course, we have here just the strings, and of course we have here, of course, the aside from string, we have here the length of the strings. Okay, let us apply it now. So we have to use result 0, comma, and then we have here length of char. So remember, the length of char is 8. So this is only qualified for the 8 characters. The purpose of the join command is to combine all letters from here, small character, big character, special character, and it will create a randomized characters here in these 3 variables. All right, let us put the close parenthesis to match the syntax of the statement, and then let us run the program. Print result. Okay, let us test that. So when we run the program, what will happen? Okay, let us check it here. So we have here, of course, if you run the program, we have the error big char special character is not defined. Let us check it again. Big char. We have here the big char plus the special char. So this is our error. We're not able to check the spelling. Okay, let us run it again. So we have name result is not defined. Let us check that result. Where's that result? That is result1. So we have here, of course, the random character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why 8? Because we declared the length of characters is only 8 here. Okay, what if we will create our own statement that will ask the user to enter a character. That's quite simple. Okay. For example, you have here asked, let's say str input, enter any string that will generate a password. Same thing will happen. Now, let's say we need only to validate the string. If the string starts in letter S or it will end on letter R, well, of course, this will display the result of oops. Okay, so we are talking about string, and string has its own methods also. We'll be using the starts with and the ends with, the ends with statement. Okay, let us do that. So here we have here, let's say if asked, and then we can use the method of the string. What's that method? Starts with. Then we have here letter S, and then we have here or asked. So the period stands for this is where we access, of course, the methods of the string statement, because this is a string right now. So we have the asked, and then we have here the ends with, then letter R. So what will happen? Let us print here, colon, print, oops. You can add statement right here, add your own statement here. Okay, else, okay, let us create a random for this character. We have here the ask, so we can say result 3. Let's say we have here, we create another length here. Let's say length 4. Then we have here 4. Then result 3 equals to, let us concatenate it, join. This is how we use the join command. And then this is the string, the join command. And then, of course, with the combinations of our method here, module, calling the method of sample. So we'll be using, of course, what is that command here? We'll be using the X or the input asked. And then we have here length 4. And then we print the value of result 3. Okay. Now what happened here is, of course, now we ask the user to enter any string. If the string starts in letter S or end, or it is ends in letter R, it will say oops. This is unique if you want to create your own validation for generating your own password. Otherwise, we'll of course we declare our own length here for the string, that is 4, and then we concatenate the strings to create a random check up for our input statement at the top. And then as far as random.sample is concerned, because sample method is to check first the string and at the same time the length. So this is composed of 2 parameters. So we need to print now the result here. Okay, let us run the program. So enter any string that will generate a password. Example, if I enter letter S, South Pool, what will happen? It will display what? Oops. Why? Because we start in letter S. Now again, if we if we enter a password that as you can see, we have here the generated password at the top. This is part of our code at the top. Okay. For the sake of the discussion, well, of course, we can add another recipes to create our own statements to create another password. Enter any string that will generate a password. For example, if I say corregidor that ends in letter R, it will say oops again. Okay, why? Because we have here the validation. Okay, so this is a string, and as has the following method, starts with and ends with. Okay, how about if we create our own password using the OOP? How to do that? OOP stands for object-oriented programming. Let us define our class here, class, and we have here encrypt. Okay. After that, we define our own what? Constructor here. And then let's say we have here self, and then say word it. Okay. And then self word it equals to, well, of course, this is part of the class word it. And then let us define, of course, the getters. So the getters will display, of course, the encrypted password. So diff, let's say display pass, and then we have yourself. Okay, what will happen here is, of course, we will first define the length of the character. Len 5. Okay, I have a unique variable so that this won't override the previous variable. And we need to detect any errors. We are not going to capitulate here. Len 5 equals to 4. That's the length of the password that will be displayed. And at the same time, let us create our own variable here. Okay, another variable, local variable, or the object, or the instance variable here inside the class. Result 10 equals to, let's say, join. And then we have here random dot sample. And then we will what you call this word it. Okay, so we have here self dot word it. If you if this is your first time to write a program in Python for OOP, well, first you can visit my previous Python tutorial. And then word it, and then let us put here then 5. Okay. After that, print what result 10. Okay, if we run a program, okay, let us run a program here. Okay, execute. Let's say hello world. So we have here the generated password. Okay, that's 4 at the top. Now let us run this OOP in the main program. Let us instantiate this program. How to instantiate that? We can declare a variable, the object right here, to be instantiated by the class. How to do that? Let's say object1 equals, then we have encrypt. And then since we have here the parameter at the top, we can put here, let's say, hello world. This will be generated randomly, at the same time filtered in 4 characters, and in 4 letters. Okay. Then after that, let us call and access, of course, the class method that is what display pass. Okay, let us use this here. Then we have here. Okay, that's it. So this is the instantiated object. It represents, of course, the class of encrypt. Same time, we call now, because object is part of the encrypt class, then we can call the encrypt field members. One of the field members, of course, is the method of display pass. So object1 display pass. When we run a program, okay, let's say hello world. Okay, this will be generated in 4 characters. So we have here hello, and we have here H. So this is now very simple programming for generating a password using the Python program. Please don't forget and subscribe this channel. Thank you so much for watching.